The market's down, Joby. What are we doing? Buying Bitcoin, of course. Welcome to the crypto whack.
I mean, I'm just kind of watching everything from afar and buying, as much money. I've been selling a bunch of stuff, buying up as much as I can while the opportunity is there.
Yeah.
I bought more Zilliqa, I bought more Theta. I don't have nearly enough Theta. And my boss is trying to talk me into buying $1,500 worth of Cardano. And I'm like, I'm not sure about it.
Why $1,500?
He spelled out the math for me. He goes, what do you think a good price for Cardano is? Like, what's realistic? And I said, I can see it going to $50, or higher, but I was like, I can see it as being a $50 coin. And he was like, if you spent $1,500 on it right now, it was like $1.50 at the time. He's like, if it hit, I forget if it was 50 or $75. He's like, you'd have like 50 grand in the bank or something like that. I'm just throwing out numbers because I'm bad at math and I'm not thinking about it right now. And I was like, that's kind of rewarding. But then I thought to myself, if I'm going to spend $1,500 on Cardano, why wouldn't I do that on Theta? I mean, it's not that I believe in one project over the other. It's just that I think the immediate return, I guess I'm not really sure where it is.
Yeah, no, it's again, we're speculating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are. I see Cardano as being a big thing. And I was saying like $10, but I'm always kind of a little bit on the modest side.
Right.
Because people always ask me what's your predictions or whatever. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I went through how I kind of determine prices and stuff like that. And you go by the coin market cap and the how many coins and how early you got in and stuff. And Theta, we'll see what we're down at 6.25 right now, and it's $6.2 billion market cap, and I think it went all the way up to like number 10 coin, or it was in the top 10, right?
That's the debate that I'm having with myself is like, Theta's at 620. What was the all-time high on that? Was it like 14?
Yeah, it was like $14.
Right. And I'm like, okay, so I could potentially double my money fairly quickly.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Seeing what it can perform at. Whereas Cardano, it's like, I feel like that's more speculation because you're looking in a territory where it hasn't touched yet. I think the all-time high on Cardano is like 260 something, right?
Yeah, and I think we're right around $1.38, man.
Yeah, I know. That's
so you can double your money on that too. Cardano, basically how I do it is I take whatever projects, if I just plan on buy and hold, I'll take whatever projects, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Theta, or whatever, and I plan on buying today. I'll be like, that's 8%, 12% for the day. Theta is down. Well, looks like I'm buying Bitcoin this week. It's down 8% versus Ethereum's down 6%. Yeah, and that's just one way of doing it. Well, no, I'd buy Cardano because the Cardano is down 11%.
11%. Let me ask you this, because I got in 2017 and then I kind of like ignored everything when it went down. You stayed in the game. When you buy into a coin and it is, I'm just going to throw out an example, sub a penny, right? Or sub, like sub $1. And then all of a sudden, what's that?
Moon coin.
Right. Well, yeah. So you take something and it increases and then goes up over $1, right? I don't know if you've seen that happen in your portfolio, right? But something you get for pennies and then it goes up over $1 and it goes into the territory of like, let's say $2 or something. As a guy who bought in when it was super cheap, do you stop buying or do you keep buying in?
No, I stopped buying Bitcoin once it got over 40,000.
Okay.
And yesterday was the first time I bought Bitcoin in quite a while.
Okay, but what about the alts? Do you have anything that you're still buying that you bought when it was super cheap?
I still buy Cardano. I still I held up. There's some coins that I wish I had bought more. You know what I mean?
Right.
The first time I ever bought Voyager token was like 12 cents.
Wow.
Right.
Right.
I there was one day I was on my way home from work and I was like, oh, today's my crypto day, right? Because I kind of have a budget and I would see once, well, I'm gonna buy a Voyager today. And I have like an hour ride home. And I bought Voyager and I drove home. I was on the ride home. I was in the car actually when I bought it. I came home, I hopped in the shower, I got out, I started dinner, and I checked my phone. I was already up like 300 and something bucks, dude, from Voyager.
Wow.
Yeah. And Voyager, I watched Voyager go from 12 cents all the way up to like $7 or something like that.
Wow.
And I
So
rode the whole thing and I rode it all the way back down. And
so on that ride, where did you stop buying Voyager?
I stopped when I had like 1,000, but well, at one point in time I had like 4,000 Voyager tokens. And then I see other opportunities and stuff like that and stay in kind of once let's say my portfolio is like so much Bitcoin, so much Ethereum, so much whatever, and stuff shifts, you know what I mean? And something that was like 2% of your portfolio is all of a sudden 18% of your portfolio. Well, I got to reallocate, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I'll adjust and shift them or whatever and whatnot. But I didn't really have any need for any more over 1,000 because
Right.
that put me in that bracket, that the second tier bracket. And
Right. So
I
you had a,
started,
a functionality goal for the token, not
yeah, for that particular
yeah.
token, sure, yeah, and because that one's you get certain rewards and stuff like that. We've been over that on this channel again and again and again, and I still see big things for that. How can you not?
It's on sale right now, man. It was ducking down to like I think it was 212 when I checked this afternoon. So
Well,
that's
yeah. See, I was shorting that left and right and playing around with
yeah.
it and accumulating more, and then taking that and shifting in other places. But yeah, a lot of these popped up right now. I think it's a good time for the Theta and T fuel though, if you want, because Theta is. Let's check that out. Because the main net is gonna fire off here pretty soon.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think yeah, 31 days.
Okay. So
31 days.
it's on sale before it might skyrocket. That's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I think, and don't quote me because I'm not 100% certain, but I think this right here might have more effect on T fuel than Theta. Theta's got another validator too.
I heard that. Who is it? Is it CAA or something?
I don't know, but they stake 2
Yeah.
million coins. I do know that. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that on
I'll get it
Reddit.
over here. On Reddit, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was CAA or something. I can't remember. And they were. I need to write this stuff down because I always forget.
Yeah, you gotta be more prepared, man.
I know. My job is to ask questions, so your job is to have answers.
You're good.
I also edit, so
No pressure.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he does.
this.
Sparky's working all the time, try to do something with
Yeah,
throw him a bone.
that's why we're on Spotify, right?
Right.
Next up will be Apple Podcasts, and then we'll probably try for Stitcher. So
Yeah, we'll get our right-winged Frenchman back on.
we'll get him cursing about a few things.
Yeah.
Our goal is to get kicked off at least one podcast service,
Right.
So if we're gonna be wacky, then whatever. But so we do want to add to our crypto whack pack, and I think the Mooncoin guys are probably like, if you're a little bit not too wacky, just like
no, the wackier the better. Don't listen to him.
I don't know, like
we're holding auditions. We want to see some crazy shit.
I like former burnout flunkies like me and you. Hopefully we can find some.
You have the right wing Frenchman, and then I still want to see that off grid tax evader guy.
I'm not sure he'll show his face. Yeah, it's funny. So I used to do a YouTube channel. I ran a blog on hand tools of all things, like axes and stuff. And we had a guy named Conspiracy Carl, and he would never show his face on camera, and he'd always disguise his voice, and it was great. But maybe we can have Conspiracy Carl on, because I got to tell you, he'd probably have a lot of things to talk about with Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, the more the better. Like you said, open invitation to anybody that wants to come on and talk about crypto or whatever.
Yeah. I think it only makes the channel better, really. And
yeah.